What's going on, Jets fans? Welcome back to another video. Now, if you haven't already seen, I already rolled out my four, excuse me, I can't even talk. What type of intro was this? As I was saying before my brain decided to short circuit, I have made my predictions on the lineups and who I think will be making this team and what my prediction of this entire team from the forward core to the defense will be. Obviously, I didn't even make a goaltending video because Connor Hellebuck is Connor Hellebuck, but there is a player on that list that I talked about a ton that I think deserves a short, small little video for his own credit and development, and that is center prospect David Gustafsson. Now, all of us Jets fans should know who David Gustafsson is because, without a doubt, this kid has been one of our most interesting prospects on his development and how he's played so far throughout the last few seasons, being drafted way back when in the second round, 60th overall, 2018 by the Winnipeg Jets. He has played in immense different leagues and has had really good success over the last couple of years in every league, and I think it's time that we show a little bit of respect to this kid and talk about just how good he can be. So with all that being said, make sure to subscribe regardless of the team that you root for. I'm just a biased Jets fan who loves sharing his thoughts on all things hockey related, so if you'd like to check out another fan's perspective from time to time, definitely drop a subscription. And moving forward with David Gustafsson, obviously I have made it very clear that I expect to see him start as the fourth line center for the Winnipeg Jets this year, and there's a reason why I think without a doubt David Gustafsson has earned it and shown that he is NHL ready with the development cycle that Paul Maurice likes to use with bottom six type prospects. Brendan Tanev, Andrew Kopp, Adam Lowry, the list goes on. When it comes to a guy filling in that bottom six role, Pomo likes to make them go through different types of playing styles, leagues, and their development to see how they play in different roles with different types of clubs in different leagues. And that's exactly what David Gustafsson has had since being drafted. Going back to the 2018-19 season over in the Swedish league, I'm not going to even attempt to say the team because I don't want to butcher it and disrespect the amazing language that is Swedish. But with all that being said, in 36 games played, the year after being drafted, he was able to put up 2 goals, 10 assists for 12 points in 36 games. Now you might be thinking, well, that's not very impressive, Jake. It's not. But where it gets interesting is his development post being drafted in 2018, going forward from then with the Jets, the Moose, and also playing again in the Swedish 1 League. Going over to 2019-20 with the Winnipeg Jets. In 22 games played with the Jets, he scored 1 goal as a rookie, and he played pretty well with his development. Although he wasn't a big offensive juggernaut, he was responsible on the ice for a majority of the games that he played in, and that's a very valuable skill to have when you're a young forward trying to earn Paul Maurice's trust. And that's exactly what Gustafsson has been able to do slowly over time with the entirety of the Winnipeg Jets organization, including the Manitoba Moose. Now, going forward as well with that year, he spent time with the Manitoba Moose, playing only 13 games, and here's the trend you'll soon catch on to. In 13 games played, 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points in 13 games. Now, that's pretty damn good compared to the 36 games played and only being able to put up 12 the year before in the Swedish League. Now, going forward from that season over to the next one, he spent it over in 2020-2021. He played 16 games over in Sweden, was able to put up 17 points in 16 games, 7 of those points being goals, playing only 4 games with the Jets, not registering a point, but here's where it gets interesting. With the Manitoba Moose last year, David Gustafsson was without a doubt next to Nathan Todd, one of the most consistent forwards in the games that he drawn into. In 22 games played, the forward was able to put up 7 goals, 12 assists for 19 points in 22 games. Now that's very impressive for a guy that jumped around a lot in a COVID year where he wasn't really consistently playing a lot between going from the practice squad, the Jets, the taxi squad, and also with the Swedish League. Now, going forward this year, when you look at the prospect pool and the centers that the Jets have with them retaining and extending Adam Lowry's to that 4-year deal or whatever it was off the top of my head, I can't remember. But the center pool for the Jets now is a little bit empty. The Jets didn't go out and sign themselves some legit number 4 center because let's be real, last year Nate Thompson was not a legit center for us to have, and it could have been easily filled by David Gustafsson. But even though I don't necessarily like having guys play in the Moose when they're NHL ready, I think in this case it might have actually worked even better. Gustafsson's confidence is an all-time high, and the Jets desperately need to have a young guy come into that fourth line and be a constant for the future. The last few years, the fourth line has been nothing but a shit show of vets and guys that really don't deserve to even be in the NHL at this point, but nonetheless, with Gustafsson and Riley Nash being acquired, I think screams defensive juggernaut. When you have a guy like Gustafsson that plays good D, like Adam Lowry, but can even put up more points than Adam Lowry can potentially, that is a huge get to have for your bottom 6, especially when you also retain Paul Stastny, then can use him basically anywhere in your lineup as either a winger or a center. On any line, he can be an effective weapon. So David Gustafsson coming into this team this year with that fourth line, like I said, playing with Jansen Harkins and Riley Nash, just screams defense with a slight bit bit of offense as well. I think that would be a really good shutdown line for us to have. Gustafsson is already 21 years old and has shown that the 60th overall pick that he is worth getting an NHL spot at this point, and I think the training camp, based off what I've seen so far about the team talking about him and the projections that there are surrounding his name and making this club, it has to be his year. He has earned it, in my opinion, and I'm very excited to see what the future holds for David Gustafsson. But let me know your thoughts on David Gustafsson. If you're a fan of the Moose and you watch a ton of his games down there, or if you just know about his game from regardless over in Sweden, if you're a person living over in Sweden and you've checked out my videos, let me know your thoughts on David Gustafsson. I would love to hear them down in the comment section below. With all that being said, let me know who your most interesting player is coming into this Jets season this year, who you're most excited about watching with the club this year. And with all that being said, peace, love, and positivity to all you beautiful people out there on the planet. I will be back very, very soon with some more Jets content. Season is just around the corner, and I, for one, can't be more excited. With all that being said, as usual, you know what's coming. Go Jets, go, and have a wonderful day.